Hello, welcome. Thanks for attending. And my name is Siwing Yi. And today I'm going to talk about, let me share my screen here. I'm going to talk about the builder confidence down to 10 straight months as housing market continues to weaken. So this article came out of a National Association of Home Builders, which is, as you know, the new construction home builders normally on an annual basis they provide around at least 20% of the new housing inventory nationwide or year over year. So the ability for new builders to create new homes are very critical for the future of housing industry for buyers and sellers as well, because you really you really cannot depend on regular sellers to provide the inventory for buyers. As you know, lately, especially in the past few months, sellers are not selling because they are locked in or they're very, very low mortgage rate, most of them, and they have no incentive or motivation to sell their homes and then buy another home, which is going to cost more and at an interest rate around 7%. It just does not make sense. So we're seeing a lot of, if you saw my previous videos, you're seeing a lot of articles from various sources indicating that sales are down month over month, week over week for the past, for this year, as a matter of fact. So we are we are coming to a point where if the new builds are not helping out with more inventory down the road, we can have an extreme historic low supply of inventory, like we did in the past couple of years, that were creating the real estate boom during the pandemic. So these trends are very concerning, actually. So let's go over what the recent article dated a few days ago by the National Association of Home Builders. And they say, as I said, they have 10 straight months of uh, confidence of being very, very low by the builder. And as you know, uh, this article says interest rates, and building material bottlenecks and elevator home prices continue to weaken the housing market. Builder sentiment fell for the 10th straight month in October to its lowest level since 2012, which is lowest level since 10 years ago. So by the demand, which has faltered in the past 6 months, so their ability to construct new homes is based on buyer demand. Since the buyer demand has weakened, they have no choice but to pause or substantially reduce their new constructions. Because you know why that's the case? Because builder these days, in order for them to have the ability to build new homes, they need to go out there to borrow money to build homes. Since the borrowing cost is so high, the interest rate that is, uh, for the builder to buy the materials, and the fact that the demand has subsided as a result of the interest rate hike, they are pausing construction. So that's really very have a it's going to have a big ripple effect. I'm not talking about next few months. I'm talking about the ripple effect of lack of new builds coming into the market for the next several years. We're talking 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It'll really exacerbate the supply shortage. So it's gonna be it's not gonna be very good. All right, so let's go on with this article. Builder confidence in a market for newly built single family homes dropped 8 points in October to 38. So this metric, and half the level it was just 6 months ago, according to the National Association of Home Builders Wells Fargo Housing Market Index. So housing market, Wells Fargo HMI, which is the housing market index, has dropped to lower 38. So high mortgage rates approaching 7% have significantly weakened demand, particularly for first-time and first-generation prospective home buyers, said NAHB Chairman Jerry Cantor. All right, and let me see what else he says. So this will be the first year since 10 years ago to see a decline for single-family starts, said NAHB Chief Economist Robert Dietz. And given expectation for ongoing elevated interest rates due to actions by the Federal Reserve, 2023 is forecasted to see additional single-family building declines as the housing contraction continues. And so some analysts suggest that the housing market is more balanced, but the truth is the home ownership rate will decline in the quarters ahead. The home ownership, just so you know, on a historical basis, I believe is around 65%. However, given the home ownership lack of affordability, the highest level of in the past 40 years, we have less and less people were able to purchase homes. So I believe that the home ownership could decrease from to a historic low in the next few years to maybe 60% or lower, 60%, as more and more people they cannot afford to buy a house, they will be renting. As a result, the rental market will increasingly become is a historical rental market. I believe there are more renters gonna enter the rental pool more than ever in history. What does it mean? That means the landlord, that means real estate investors / landlord will benefit most from this historic rental market. All right, let's go on with this article. NAHB, Wells Fargo, gorgeous builder perception of current single-family home sales and sales expectations for the next 6 months as good, fair, or poor. So here are the categories. And the survey also asked builders to rate traffic of prospective buyers as high to very high, average or low to very low. And scores for each component are then used to calculate a seasonally adjusted index where any number above 50 indicates that more builders view conditions as good than poor. So therefore, all three HMI components posted declines in October. Current sales conditions fell 9 points to 45. Sales expectation in the next 6 months declined 11 points to 35. And traffic of prospective buyers fell 6 points to 25. So at the end of the day, all these are low scores in the construction building industry. So if this trend continue, if the demand of homes continue to subside as a result of higher interest rate, therefore builders and national builders all over the country, they will pause construction and it will exacerbate the already very low supply of homes. We're talking fundamentally economics 101. If demand exceeds supply, we're going to have the market will be very favorable. It'll be an equity appreciation market. So it is trending towards this way. But so that's what's going on. And if the interest rate, in the next 12 to 24 months, when the economy gets better and what have you, the interest rate is bound to decrease. How much? I'm guessing if the interest rate in the next 12 to 24 months will decrease to 5 to 5.5%, and we will see a very strong uptick in in the housing market. So we can see some very, very positive things going on in the future. So for those of you who need to think long term, we're seeing tremendous trends where sales of existing homes have decreased dramatically, right? Because of sellers are not selling, buyers are not buying because of this higher interest rate. And then the builders are not pausing temporarily to build. It will have a very adverse long-term effect. So I predict that you have to think long-term, that the supply of homes will persist, lack of supply of inventory will persist for a long, long time to come, in my estimation. Because right now, the projection is we are selling like 1.5 million homes for this year. We need about at least 2 million homes. So we are at, we need to sell 200% more homes than we have done so year to date in order to have a balanced market. We're very far from a balanced market. According to Redfin, the supply of inventory year to date 2022 is only like a little bit more than 3 months, which is 5 to 6 months of inventory is a balanced market. So we are far from a balanced market, and so nationwide we need about at least 3 to 5 million homes short. There's a tremendous shortage of homes that that started more than 15 years ago. So you have to understand the big picture. So all these current negative headlines out there, you have to be careful not to think moment for the moment. You cannot think short term to think long term. All right. So hopefully you got a lot of value out of this, and I ask you to as I conclude this, I ask you to smash the like button and also to subscribe to my channel. And finally, the third thing I ask of you is to sign up for our newsletters. Our website is at the bottom of this video, and just put down your email so you can become a free member of our real estate investing community, where you can, on a weekly basis, you will receive very practical real estate investment opportunities on rental property, cash flow, turnkey investments in different part of the country. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. This is CWE. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.